Hey folks, nice to have you here. Welcome to yet another live build stream. And this is not going to be the straightforward build stream of the Tex Yoda II that you might be expecting. I'm just going to be building this and doing some other stuff along the way. I just want to do to make this kit nice and perfect. So finally it has arrived. The Tex Yoda II. It's the mechanical Trackpoint keyboard. The mechanical Trackpoint keyboard. I'm very happy that this company Tex in Taiwan is still making these keyboards with full, proper, very nice modern track points. At least that's what I hope they are. They've been running a little Facebook group by recently, a little while ago, and you could order these as a kit. I think for $215 shipped, which is pretty much an incredible price for what you get. It's an awesome price. They come with nice stickers, and I think this is the nicest sticker because it just gives you this little 60% keyboard with a red Trackpoint dot. I don't know if you're a Trackpoint nerd like I am. I've been using using IBM ThinkPads for probably, I don't know, 15. Damn, I'm old. I've been using Cherry ThinkPads for, I don't know, a lot more than 15 years now, and they all come with these track points, and they have been for the longest time my preferred mouse replacement, if you can have a mouse. I've grown to love the roller mouse recently a lot, but the Trackpoint is still the superior notebook mouse replacement, and I'm very happy that the Trackpoint, like a good Trackpoint, is now available in a mechanical keyboard kit again. You've seen the keycaps it comes with. Keycaps are obviously gonna be crap, like there's no way around this. But they have the little cutout that you need for the Trackpoint. So while I do have some Trackpoint support keycaps ready, I haven't finished them yet. They need some sandblasting. They're from a batch of Cherry double shots from a Trackpoint keyboard that Cherry has been making, and they are shiny AF. So they need to be sandblasted. And probably also retrobrighted. So yeah, the packaging is supreme of this keyboard. They got a very innovative slogan here, hands down one of the most innovative slogans I have seen from a Taiwan company. Nice. They put on a little guide here, just giving you an idea how to proceed here. Unfortunately, they're wrong, because number one, install stabilizers should always be number one. But it's good to know that you should do the stabilizer thing first, solder then install the Trackpoint module, and then do the rest of the assembly. It's good to get that right, because I wasn't sure about the whole Trackpoint step when to do this. Included with the kit, you can buy this as an assembled keyboard, but it actually does come with a couple of layout options, which just makes this thing beyond epic. So I got the kit, and I have to do the assembly myself. And this is one nice hefty CNC'd aluminum case, and it does come with the Trackpoint module here, and with the USB cable, some LEDs, and it comes with GMK screw-in stabilizers. I love the fact that these stabilizers are called GMK stabilizers now, because that's the best way to make sure everyone knows what you're talking about. But they're actually Cherry stabilizers. They're Cherry made stabilizers, and GMK made them popular because they have been using them in some of their boards, and they are one of the best sources to get these stabilizers. So yes, GMK screen stabilizers have been my first choice ever since. You've seen me use them in tons of my build videos probably, and I will be using them in this video again. Only will I be replacing the sliders with the lubed and trimmed ones that I have ready around here. Mounting of this kit is great. They are using a very nice mounting technique here that I appreciate a lot, which is a supreme kind of tray mount. So instead of mounting the PCB to the tray, they have been mounting the steel plate to the tray, which is a lot more solid than mounting the PCB to the tray, because you here you have like an all metal connection between the plate and the plate. So unfortunately it's only got 4 mounting points, which is a bit less than I was hoping for. So you've got these 4 mounting points here. I was kind of hoping for something like 6, like these 4 here and maybe 1 here and 1 here or something like that, like to get around the Trackpoint stuff. Not sure what's the best way to do this, but yeah, unfortunately they only made it 4, but it's still a very nice and solid mounting option we get here. Okay. Here you can see, yes, this is where the plate sits. Okay, this is the PCB, and the PCB is also a piece of art. It is so beautiful. This is probably the flat flex connector where the Trackpoint connects, and this is probably where this is where you connect these the mouse buttons. Okay, give me a second, I just gotta fix something. Good, okay. You can see the plate supports plenty of different layout options. And it is a well-made plate, I would say. It's seems like to be a powder-coated steel plate. Don't take my word for it. It might just be a painted steel plate. I've got no clue. So we're going to start with these stabilizers. Oh yeah, first it's a USB-C connector here, which is cute. Seems to be the new standard. I kind of used to trash talk them, but well, the connector does have some pros, and yeah, I guess I'm fine with these. Here's little screw-in feet, matching color of the case, little cable tie, like a Velcro cable tie. That's all there is in this box. A little an angled USB-C cable, which is cute. I won't be using the LEDs, so I'm gonna put them elsewhere. I'm gonna be using these feet. And here's a couple of extra items. Oh my god, this is all so well thought through. Okay, we got some nice stab wires. Yeah, thanks for that. Oh my god, there's even a mini plate for the mouse switch buttons. That is so cute. Awesome job. And what they did, they included these little mini plastic washers to make sure that we get no shorts from the screw-in stabilizers. So they've probably heard about issues with shorts when you use screw-in stabilizers, and they came up with these tiny washers, which are just epic. The stabilizers look pretty legit, I got to say. Let's do the rattle test. I'm just gonna put the parts in a little plastic bag here. Yeah, I'm really sorry, this is really dragging on today, but I like to take my time with this kit, and feel free to fast forward if this is boring. So, this is, oh, there's metal parts in there, that's a little unfair. But still. Fake. Legit. I hope you can hear the difference. I can hear the difference. Crap. Yep. Okay. Here we go. So which layout am I going to be using? Yeah, it's pretty much going to be a standard ISO layout. Only I will be using a split right shift along with a split left shift. So I will only be using 2 stabilizers and a spacebar. For the bottom row I am going to be with a wind keyless layout. Would I? Am I going to be going for wind keyless? Yes or no? Yes. Yeah. No, I'm not going to go wind keyless here. Okay, so we're going to be needing 3 stabilizers, which means 4 assemblies. 6 assemblies. These are 4, and these are 6. Okay, where's my... Where's my thing? Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. Very nice. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna need some extra light here. Is this too bright? I don't know. See? I really like the fact that they included some washers for the screw-in stabilizers. I will actually only be using them in case I see a potential short, and save the rest for my future builds, because these are some neat little pieces of hardware that I'd hate to see used in places where it's not absolutely required. So Yep. I can already tell stabilizers have a very nice fit here. Okay, so these screws, they don't worry me. They're pretty safe to be used without washers. Oh. Okay, that's it. Be using my magnetic one. I just wanted to use this other one because I like the way it looks. Okay. Oh wow, it's like that's quite some Swiss cheese we've got there. Good. Okay, let's start with a simple one. It's gonna be the backspace. That's not too crazy. Split backspace has always been a key, like a key arrangement that I didn't quite get, because you create some keys in a very remote location there. Okay, this, even though we're like screwing into a little pad here, I don't think we're actually shortening it. Like, we're actually shorting it. I think it's shorting, right? Okay, good. Yeah. This is a bit crazy. Oh no, I've got it. I've got it. Yep. No worries here. Okay. There we go. And these are also like super fine. I think it might be... I don't know which stabilizer configuration is actually giving like potentially trouble here with the screw-in stabs. I think like I came across these troubles before. I just can't remember which exact stabilizer configuration it was. Damn me. So yeah. Should be using this, not this. Okay, so one thing that I absolutely love about this kit, like one other thing I absolutely love about this kit, is the fact that it does support PCB mount switches, which is something I love. I love to put PCB mount switches into keyboards, even the ones with a plate. And I was going to be using Cherry Silent Reds for this build. I got a bunch of Cherry Silent Reds, but they're all plate mount. Now I can live with plate mount switches in these 1-unit cutouts, but I can't tolerate them in any cutout that is larger than 1 unit, or in cutouts that are stabilized, because they will not give the switch enough guidance to make sure that it is aligned 100% correctly. So I'm going to be counting the switches that are not going to be sitting in 1-unit cutouts, and I will be making I will be replacing their switch bottoms with PCB mount switch bottoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 if I'm not wrong. So let's get 16 switches. Okay, there's 16 switches. And I've got a little box here of MX parts. And I've got a little bag with, these are PCB mount, oh, these are plate mount switch bottoms. So these switch bottoms are going to go into this bag. These are generic Cherry tops, and these are generic Cherry bottoms, PCB mount. So we're going to need 16 of those, all ultrasonic cleaned. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay, so I'll do my best and not make a mess out of this. And yes, this is all part of the build video. I want to make sure how important it is to check your switch's mount type. Ooh, I think this is the first time I've opened a Cherry silent switch. I can see you. You're wearing a rubber. Oh, come on. The springs look really cute on these switches. I like the weighting of MX Reds. I don't think they've changed it for the silent ones, so I'm gonna be happy with that. I just hope I didn't miscount anything here and have to go through the embarrassment of having to remod a couple of extra switches here. But I am sure you're all holding your thumbs. I'm not screwing this one up. Sticky spring there. The nice thing about PCB mount switches is you can always cut off the bottoms and turn it into a plate mount switch, like if you have to do such a thing for, I don't know, some kind of reasons that aren't obvious to me. If you find it complicated to build your kit with PCB mount switches, even though you're using a plate, like if your plate is giving you issues with PCB mount switches, there's something not very nice with the plate. I've been very cautious about doing plate mounts with PCB mount switches in my early days because I made some bad experience with an early OLKB plate, which probably it wouldn't even fit properly with plate mount switches because the plate was just a terrible mess. I've heard they've really improved their plates, and I've got a kit lying around somewhere I wanted to check out that supposedly has the new plates ever since Mastrop like almost took over their production. So yeah, that kind of left a mark and kept me from using PCB mount switches in my builds for a while. Fortunately, not too long, because I went back to PCB mount switches, and once I started getting into good kits, Korean kits and high quality custom kits, I haven't had issues with the usage of PCB mount switches in a plate mount configuration, and I've just made good experience with it. Yeah. So Don't grab them too tight. You don't want to bend. Don't want to bend the leads. Okay, we've got all the switches ready now. Oh, no, here's one. They move in really smoothly. Wow. I think these factory fresh nib cherry switches have more issues with their thin leg getting bent than the desoldered ones that I keep using. Because the desoldered ones always have some solder on the thin leg, which adds quite some structural integrity to the little leg. So I actually find them easier to use. Here goes the PCB mount ones. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, what should we be doing here? Oh well, I already went for the standard bottom row, so I'm also going to be going for a centered caps lock. Oh. Oh yeah, no indication. No indication for the mods here. Let me check something. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we go. So this is the wrong position. We gotta move this one here. Gotta get those lined up like this. And this one here. Okay. There we go, everything's fine. Yeah. Gonna be doing the same on the other side. The plate fit is just awesome. You can tell these guys have been making keyboards for a while now. Great job there. Meh. Well, it was okay, there we go. This one goes out there. Oh well, those caps felt bad, but can't blame them. Yeah, it's going to be like a little bit of fun getting proper caps for these. For this Trackpoint keyboard, I think I mentioned it before, because the caps need to make space for the little Trackpoint module right here. So this means that a couple of keycaps have to have a little quarter hole drilled into them, which isn't commonly available. Not sure if any keycap manufacturer supports these from stock. I don't know if you could order these from GMK, for example, but I never tried. So they brought their own cheapo China or like cheapo Asia. Let's say cheapo Asia. I think it's a sensitive topic for Taiwan to call something cheapo China stuff when it comes from Taiwan. So yeah, they've got some cheapo lasered ABS coated keycaps. I gotta say, I haven't had, I didn't enjoy putting switches into a plate that much for a long time. Like these switches, they really snap in. Like, yeah, good thing I'm wearing pants. This is a oh yeah, spacebar. No. How did that happen? Okay. Here I go. The switch bottom change of shame. Yeah. We all suffered, okay? Okay, where does the switch go? Let's check. Oh, I always get confused so easily. I would have, I was about to kind of put it into the other spot there. Okay, that looks pretty neat. I actually like the shade of red they used for the MX Silent Reds. When I talked to the Cherry guys at the German meetup, we had a chance to talk to the Cherry sales rep there, and he talked to us about how they actually have meetings where they talk about, where they discuss things like slider color for their silenced switches, because they want them to be a little different but still be close to the original. So they kind of decided to give the silent black slider a blackish gray tone, and the silent red slider a like pale milky red tone. Oh, good point. Yeah, I definitely have to disassemble this part as well. Kind of needs to get soldered, right? Oh wow, look at this. Nope, can't do this. I can't do this. I need 3 more PCB mount bottoms. Oh guys, you really want to hurt me. So yeah, as you've seen, even with this massive center fixing pin that we have on the cherry switches, this center pin here, you can still get a lot of play versus the PCB if the PCB center hole is a little loose. So yeah, it's like not sufficient for what I was kind of hoping to get out of this. So I will be using good old PCB mount these here. And I already realized that this little, even this little part here still has PCB mount switch support. So it has like these additional little holes in here, and I hope they don't have too much of a tolerance there as well. So here we go. Let's try this again, and let's hope for better results. Oh yeah, it feels a lot better already. There is no wiggling around there anymore at all. Okay. Now comes the most boring part, and I hope I have enough random stuff to ramble about, because we gotta get to the soldering. Okay, we're cleaning up here. This is actually like some jewelers, like this is like something for jewelers. This is something for jewelers, and they use it for like diamonds and other gems, and I thought it would be great on my desk, and it is. Good. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Okay. Oh yeah, something I totally forgot. First, my beloved gloves. Oh yeah, they're nice and worn, like you can tell they feel best right before they fall apart. Okay, doesn't feel like there's much tension going on here, so yeah, and it doesn't feel like I need this for the soldering. I might be working without it. And here we go. Oh, yeah, you gotta flip these things on. They work 100% better when turned on. Oh yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? One other thing that I hate finding out while soldering is finding out that I bent a leg. So I will do I kind of, like you can try and look at every switch and try to get it right, but I tend to still miss a couple of bent legs. So what I want to do is I'm gonna give every switch a little touch and see if I get 2 pokes from each leg. Like if you don't get the 2 pokes, then there's something wrong, and this is a little, no, this is a lot more efficient for me, for the way I work, than trying it visually, because if I try to look at them, it's just too much going on here to keep me focused, so I'm having a much harder time checking the switch legs visually than trying it with my fingers. Yeah, I think I did a good job there. Whoops, sorry. This PCB is just a beauty. I like the matte finish, I like the color, I like the way it is laid out, the clustering of the components, the way they clustered the diodes and the resistors is just, it's just artwork. Look at it. It looks like a well-designed little town. A town that I want to live in. Like I want to live in this little resistor town here. Resistor house, like, and maybe I want to live closer to this place here, but yeah, it'd be cool to live in one of these resistors. That's a diode, this is a resistor, just to remind myself. I kind of don't want to live in one of the connectors, or these dip switches. They seem like a little awkward to be around at night. I'm realizing, like, I'm starting to realize my soldering tip is smoking a lot, so I'm gonna dust it off in the brass wool here real quick. Just too much flux stuck on the tip. That's a good way to reduce the amount of fumes you get when you're soldering. Soldering iron tip is like giving you too many fumes, just give it a quick brush off. Don't use wet sponges. Get some brass wool to brush off your tip, your soldering iron tip, of course. Giggity. Because it is not going to give you such a catastrophic temperature drop that you get from a wet sponge. Okay, nice. Yeah, you can switch that off for a moment. And oh, yeah, I should be doing this as well. Now that while I'm at it. No shortcuts. Okay, let's proceed here. Okay, this one's looks pretty tight to me. Yeah. This is the kind of fit that I'm looking for. Very neat. Okay, so proceed here. Oh. Like I thought, I would hardly find a switch that moves at all upon pushing the switches in here. But due to the missing PCB mount legs, I think the adhesion between PCB and switch is a lot less, and I think quite a number of switches like gently moved out a tiny bit from the PCB, which is a surprise to me. I was actually considering not doing like a full 3 steps thing here and solder it all in one go, which would have been quite a bad choice. This is nothing to do with the kit itself. This is just to do with the fact that I am using quite a lot of plate mount switches here. Stupid little platies, huh? So there's really no benefit to using plate mount switches here unless you've got a bad plate. Sorry, there is, yeah, exactly, that's true. There's no benefit except for when your plate is bad. And you should feel bad. Or you're using, or you're doing like a commercial factory assembly of keyboards, in which case, I guess using plate mount switches can make quite a difference. I've got no idea about the specifics though, but I guess that's what they're actually made for. Seeing how these, like I really hope, I'm going to give this keyboard another good inspection. Like I'm going to give these switches a good inspection after I'm done here. This key looks pretty. I think this key here, this switch, doesn't go in all the way. It looks like there's something below the key that prevents it from going in all the way. So yeah, it's probably something I can't change. Because it looks like it's got to do with this little mounting point here. So I guess there's nothing, no, it's got to do with this mounting point here, I guess. So yeah, I just have to assume there's nothing I can do here. And yeah, we'll just, one of the switches will be crooked. Oh yeah, well, never mind. Okay, it's a special kit. That's a price I'm willing to pay for a Trackpoint. I got another one of these kits coming up. It's been stuck in customs though, so meh. And I can check the PCB there and see what actually causes the switch to not sit flush with the PCB, and maybe let Tech know what's been going on there. I hope they're pronounced Tech and not Tex. I don't know, Tex, but they're spelled T-E-X. If you missed it on the packaging. So this is the Tex Yoda, T-E-X Yoga. Oh yeah, it's in the video description, right? Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. Like, this switch row looks good to me. Yeah. And this is the one with the crooked switch. Can you see this one? Yeah. Well, cheerio. Let's move ahead. Solder rest. And move on with this keyboard. Try something. This looks nice. Oh no, I'm going to be forgetting so many legs this way. No, I shouldn't be doing this. That's a stupid idea. Whoever came up with this. The best way for me to do soldering is row by row, because I can just move into one direction and make sure I'm hitting all the switches. When I try to hop around, I tend to skip switches. this is far too much a meditative exercise for me to be concentrated enough to get all the switches right if I had to do it from left to right and not from top to bottom. I might want to get a bigger, like a larger tip for this soldering iron here. Like this tip is really thin. It's great for SMD components like these diodes here, but I think I could use a different size tip, soldering tip for these for switch soldering. Might actually speed up the process like a little bit. Oh yeah, and as always, no LEDs or any of this fancy stuff. I never use. I don't think I ever use keycaps that support LEDs. So yeah, it's not relevant to me. we've gotten some flux flying around here. I don't know if this has been getting worse or I'm just getting more annoyed by it. Maybe I should be doing more videos where you can see me work. Like I've got a secondary camera that actually films me, that I can, well, that I used to put into the little picture-in-picture position right up here. But I don't know. I think it's a, yeah. I've had some videos where you can see me work, and I don't think it helps. Like, it doesn't improve my videos at all. Oh, here we go. Okay, good. And now, next step is installing the Trackpoint module. This is just a 60% kit and we're already past 1 hour of stream. So, I warned you, this is gonna be a slow video. And this is the magic. Ooh, gives me chills. Oh no, the screws are actually in here. I thought I need the screws from over there. Oh, come on. This little bag used to be the best part about getting a new ThinkPad. Because you'd get some new tips for your Trackpoint and you'd be saving these. What kind of Trackpoint tip guy are you? Like I used to love this tip and this one, the little dished one. Both real favorites of mine. Okay. So for the installation, let me see. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna take off my gloves here. Whew, okay. I don't quite get this. Because this one screw hole already seems to be occupied. seems to be a pH 0. Oh, it's so wrong. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. What doesn't make sense is how am I supposed to get a screw in here? Don't tell me there's something I was supposed to unscrew on the other side here. Oh, this could be something that's halfway under the switch there. Maybe I can get under there. I'll be using the desoldering iron for this one. Let's see. Do we have enough pressure? Come on, heat up. Enough pressure. Okay, here we go. Oh, still heating up. Oh, yeah, didn't quite work perfectly. Okay, here we go. Fuck me. There's a little screw down there. Oh my god, please let me get this out. Why in the world would anyone put a little screw down there? I didn't see this. Don't tell me I have to desolder the whole thing just because someone put a screw in there. Okay. This is just terrible. So. Might also be removing these two switches here to get a better angle. I hope there's a manual somewhere that I missed that stated, that called me to remove these screws, this screw, before assembling it. Because this is far from obvious that you have to remove a screw from the PCB. Unless I missed something here. Fuck. No, no, no. Yeah. This is getting worse and worse. Okay, here we go. Fuck. That was terrible. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Yeah, fuck. Screw this. What a piece of shit. So to me it appears that they kind of messed up. I'm pretty sure these little things got held in place by little screws. Then they got fixed to the PCB, and then the screws were supposed to be removed, which obviously didn't happen in this case, so I'm going to be opening a case with them. Yeah, I want a new PCB. That is just fucked. kind of solves the issue. It kind of solves the problem with the misaligned keycap, though. This sucks so much. Like, I've been looking forward to this keyboard so much, and then they come up with crap like this. So if you have one of these keyboards, make sure that you don't have the same issues. Otherwise, if you find out too late, the only way to get the screw out is by risking to hurt your PCB. Fuck them so much. Like, this sucks. I'm really disappointed. This is sloppy shit. Yeah, now it all makes sense. Like, you just put this in, you put in the little screws, and everything's supposed to be fine. Hypothetically. Oh, yeah. Wrong way around, of course. Here's the connector. Okay. Now I'm gonna fix it first. Well, I hope I missed some, like maybe I missed some installation guide here. Did I miss something? Remove the random screw in the PCB. Oh, shit. Next part is the fuck is this? Okay, so I really recommend you get these screws in there first, and then you kind of blow the little threading they have in there before you try to screw them into the PCB. Hopefully that's how it's done. Come on. Not another fuck up. Okay, here we go. Oh. Here we go. Oh fuck, I'm gonna connect this to the computer and see if anything else is broken. Fuck. I'd be a lot less concerned about this if I could just swap any of the parts that are giving me trouble here, but obviously I can't. Okay. It's installing something. Oh yeah, okay. I'm moving the mouse. Yeah, good. I'm moving the keys that are surrounding the mouse. Okay, that's good. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I'm moving the mouse. Oh, thank God. Okay. Good. Yeah. I hate flat flex cables. They are the worst. They're just terrible. Flat flex cables. Death to flat flex cables. Oh yeah, wait, let me check. I can't see what you're seeing. Okay, so trying to... Yeah, I think this is the way it goes in. Oh no, wait. I have to fix... No, I can't fix this. I can fix this later. So yeah, this is some real... This is some nice, real nice fiddling here. Okay. Let me check this once more. Oh. That's the manual. Install switches, install stablers, soldering, they're missing step 8. Disassemble the whole thing, remove the fucking screw from the PCB and reassemble it. Am I still filming even? Oh, here we go. Nice. Yeah. So that is such a shame because this kit was so much fun and I'm just so disappointed right now with that crap. It's probably something that just affected my version, but it has really ruined my my experience with this keyboard. Because the stability, like the stability of the Trackpoint is kind of the whole thing. Like you want this thing to be rock solid. Like the only movement the Trackpoint allows should be mouse movement. So if you've got like any game, like any flex or any flexibility in there at all, the whole concept is ruined. And yeah, like one of the mounting points is now not so solid anymore. Yeah, I'll get in touch with them on Facebook and let them know that this is not very nice and I would like to see a replacement plate and a replacement PCB. Good. I mean, you can't. If this is just a one-off mistake, I mean, probably can't blame them too much. They still made a hell of a good keyboard. Oops. So yeah, let's wait how they react on Facebook. See if they agree that this is something that shouldn't be happening, or if I maybe I misread something. Like if I missed something, if I misread something, I will gladly take the blame. But so far it doesn't feel like I missed anything. I gotta say also the installation of the flat flex cable, this is quite tricky. Like this is one of the more difficult flat flex connectors that I've been working, like that I've been seeing. And yeah, I can see some people having issues with that, with the connector. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, of course. Ooh, what's wrong with these switches? Holy moly! With these keycaps, like they're terrible keycaps. Ooh. Like tight is an understatement for those. I feel very unhealthy putting them on. Okay, so I guess I have to put this on here and then put in one of these ultra tiny screws here. Yeah, let me just magnetize that. Here we go. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I wish I had a better soundtrack. Okay, guys, stop giving me heart attacks, and start giving me properly built keyboard PCBs. Okay, starting to calm down a little bit, and let's put on some keycaps here. I hope that the rest of the keycaps aren't as... Oh my god, these are like the overly attached girlfriends of keycaps. Like, okay, here's what we get. Very nice selection of keycaps here. I feel, yeah, it's gonna feel bad taking these caps off again. So maybe it was a bad idea putting them on in the first place, but well. I so much, bros, like, this is a bad position for an FN key. I'm pretty sure I have some German keycaps of such a questionable quality that I could whack on here to get a nice German layout keyboard with terrible keycaps. But yeah, I'll probably be cleaning up my the cherry caps that I got from Askai, and use those. There's supposed to be like a web configurator for this. Oh yeah, here you can see what happened to the keycaps. They have to make space for the Trackpoint. Oops. Oh yeah. Okay, that's the right profile. Is it? No, it ain't. It's for ISO UK. I think this one goes down here, and this one comes here. Right? Brits, please confirm. Oh yeah, you can do stuff like happy hacking layouts with this one. Like, not really happy hacking, you know, like, oh no, it lost its head. Must be chilly. Oh yeah, this is totally not well. Fuck. Okay. Let's not ruin my impression of this keyboard too much here. They're missing a proper keycap for this position, if I get it right. Yeah. Just gonna be putting this here. Okay, there we go. Yeah. What a nice kit, and what a frustrating experience. Let's try this. Oh. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Holy. Whoops. What happened here? Yep, it seems like something went wrong. It seems like something went wrong when I fixed the when I tried to get the screw out of there. Yeah, I really need a new. Well, the nice thing is you can see that the mouse is working well. Oh, there's the mouse buttons. Yep, mouse buttons work well. Yep. Okay, I'll be getting in touch with them. That's such a sad ending for such a nice keyboard build stream. Thanks very much for watching.